Hey, Team Coach A here, and welcome to a little exploration of our Exemplar. So, if you are on your end of year nonprofit project, if you click on this, it should be your project. You click on this here, it'll bring up the rubric. Again, guys, you should really look at the rubric and think about the rubric as you make your stuff, because if you're not really building your project to look at the rubric, what's the point? And also, it has the exemplar, which we're going to click on. And just like Hayspace, I really break it down for you guys where you can see where everything is supposed to be. So your first slide is your name and your logo. You should have done that. I have tutorials on how to do all of that. Then your next slide, now this is an exemplar. These are people who really went for it. They wanted those maximum points. So they have optional attention grabbers. So if you played it, where do you get your water from? And then they went to a video of Flint, Michigan, USA to really hammer home. And then bunch of news stories. These are all option attention grabbers. Again, this is for people who want that A. They want to just crush it. They want to be the exemplar for next year's students. But you have to have an introductory slide. So in your introductory slide, you're going to tell us who your organization is, what you do, and how you do it. Next, I want you to define your key terms. You should have already done the key term assignment that's posted in Google Classroom, and that is where you are going to, well, you're going to tell us what key terms we have to know in order for us to understand your project. This is next, your mission statement. Again, you should have completed that by this point. Then your problem statement. Again, we went over tutorial on the YouTube. And a call to action slide. So this is where you really show why your problem statement is a problem. So watch this. Ready? Income has to be spent on water. 19.5 million water-related illnesses annually. And bottles are worsening pollution. So these just give visual aids to your presentation as you give it to the class. Now, this is a core part. This is part of the whole kit and caboodle. You have to show me where the UN human rights violations are taking place. We went over, you guys read a portion of the UN human rights article. That was a homework grade. That was important. Or a test grade. No, that was a test grade. Right here, you have to tell us how your human rights violation is an abridgment of the UN Human Rights Declaration. And finally, you need history. So I want to see you display, and again, if you look at your rubric, here in time and effort and planning, how did you show me? So did you make your history just one slide? 2 slides? Did you even give history? That's how you lose points on time and effort. Because it says, how detailed is your information? If your information is just some stuff, copy and pasted. Best I can give you is 1. And like they gave us the acts that were important, and then gave us a current court case that was very important to their conversation. You're then going to give me a strategy slide where you say what your organization is going to do, how they're going to do it. Then the funding slide, we already talked about this. I asked you, who's going to fund you? They said that they're going to get it from these sustainable organizations as well as mid-tier water companies. And a conclusion. Always conclude. Water is a human right. Safe drinking water is an issue in the U.S., and we will hold local and state governments accountable for Clean Water Act violations. Boom. And finally, citation slide. Again, if you don't have a citation slide, it's an automatic U. There's nothing I can do here. Because you have to have it. So please review the exemplar and the rubric. If you have any questions, you guys can email me. You can remind at me. You can comment on Google Classroom. Reach out to me early. Reach out to me before you get frustrated, not after. So as always, guys, be smart, be safe. I'll see you next time.